Oh, we're on. Hey, everybody. Tis me, your homie, True Armor here, True S Armor on YouTube, and Arma, Karma Arma on Twitch. Come watch me game. We're going to kick that off again. It's Sunday. It's 7 o'clock exactly. Where's that? Yeah, we are exactly on time. Mwah. Uh, so yesterday we talked again about how to write a script, and we actually watched an old movie that was in the public domain called Algiers. What the hell was the name of that? Anyway, it was it was it was fun until about like where the payoff comes, and we were just kind of like, all right, let's just speed this along, and we started to skip through some of it. Uh, but that's it. I also looked for this article that I read that I could not find for like I want to say a half an hour. Just me sitting here going, can't believe it, can't find it. Then putting it down and then coming back to it 5 minutes later. Well, maybe weird, like it appeared in here. Don't know where it was, when it was, how it was. I just could not find the dang thing, and it made me freaking crazy. And after I got off stream yesterday's stream was like 3 hours and 50 minutes long. After I got off stream yesterday, I was still looking for it. I hate knowing that it's there, and I saw it. I know I saw it. Why can't I find it? It should be in your history or something. No, no, no. It just couldn't find the title. The title caught my attention. Where are the white liberals, right? And then it was about voters' rights and all these other things that haven't come to pass. Face, please. I only got one. There you go. There you go. All right. Oh, no wonder this was folded up. Bounty paper towels. These are also good for more than one use. I hate to say it. That's why there's so many lying on the table here. Sometimes I wipe my hands with them when they dry out. Like I'll put them on this, and they'll dry out, and I just use them to wipe up the spills around here. Waste not, want not. That's that old raised by poor black people thing of get your full usage, get your full usage out of stuff. And I'm still like that. Waste not, want not. Right? Sweet Jesus. So yesterday, we watched this movie, and I sipped whiskey like I do when I'm sitting chilling with people. And I was chilling with you guys yesterday. But 3 hours is a long time to just sit down and sip whiskey. I sat up, and I should be used to this. I'm always getting up, walking around just to test myself. Um, you don't want to. Here's the thing about drinking. If you're a drinker, if you're at a party and you're having a drink, I would like, especially a dinner party, and you're eating and you're drinking, you're talking, and the eating goes on for like an hour, 45 minutes. People will generally get up and walk around, right? But not generally at like bars and stuff because you're not eating. You can just sit there and sip. That's dangerous. So yeah, don't do that. Let's check all applications. We are streaming while we set up this afternoon stream while we're here because the afternoon stream kicks off at 6 p.m. That's right. Every day we're here at 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. learning guitar and talking smoke about whatever we want to talk smoke about. So, wow, this thing doesn't have my address. No, it doesn't have my address anymore. Today, 4 p.m. people. Oh, no, sorry, 6 p.m. The 4 p.m. was the other stream that is no longer here with us. Uh, 20 minutes, it will be p.m. Let's change that. Sunday won't be morning, it'll be afternoon. Let's change that. Sunday afternoon. Yeah, we threw shade at some politicians and then we streamed for 4 hours. Uh, it was pretty good. Okay, so this afternoon stream is up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I would have to go over to YouTube to verify that the YouTubery is YouTubing correctly. Oh, ear drainage. I got it with a nasal full of this kind of like. Ugh. I'm wondering if that's not it. I'm wondering if even though I don't have any allergies, all the like when they cut the dust and pollen, it's just sort of. I mean, allergies. I'm still smelling them, right? It's still going in my, but I don't. It doesn't affect me like people got puffy eyes, and but it's still in there. So I think that's just making everything all. What's the word I'm looking for? Agitated and runny in a minimal I was gonna say in a minimal skill in a minimalist or a minuscule way. This thing is happening to me. So I'm not gonna cry about it, but I am just gonna. I mean, you see me trying to clear my brain cavity. Where is you? Where is you? Here you with dog. All right, so this should be it. This should be everything is set now. We'll put this here. Paste. Click. Check. Click. All right, now we go back to here. Leave this page. Well, wait a minute. Nope. Oh, for God's sakes. What just happened? Right? Man, don't click too fast. You got to wait for things to acknowledge or click them. All right, so, okay. I think we're all set up, right? Yeah, I think we're all set up. Let's get this starty parted. That's muted. Oh, oh, I think that just happened. Ooh, oh boy. I gotta tell you, the the image is just crazy, man. It really is. That's a that's the first thing you work on when you fucking have an app in the modern era. Okay, well there goes that. We can take this here and dump that here. So yeah, we rolled a couple of soldiers, not a bunch, just two, I think, and I think it took me 10 minutes. And then we watched because I put on the movie so we could do something while we watched it. I was gonna make seven, which takes me half an hour. Excuse me. You should always have water in the morning. Actually, it should be warm water in the morning. But the hot water is, I mean, the hot water is coffee. So know when to drink a hot water, know when to drink a cold water. If you want to go walking, I just used to walk with ice water, go run with ice water. Then I stopped, just room temperature water. So there's not like, it feels good going down, but I'm trying to like, I was trying to like, oh, here we go. No matter no matter how hard you're trying, it's not loose stuff. It's just stuff on you. So, uh, I really do feel like there's like a gallon of water in my ear, but it's not. And this also is a whole shift because I never even used to get this, but I had a car accident years ago, and now all my facial like is just weird. Like my ears clog weirdly, my nose clog weirdly. It's just weird. Don't hit your face in a car accident, people. You kind of need your face. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh-wee. These people. James Brown. James Brown. James Brown. Oh my goodness. Everything. there are no new ideas in anything. We just everybody just redoing everybody's older people's ideas. Prosecutor air more claims in R. Kelly case, one involving an underage boy. Claims? Was it you're supposed to be dealing in evidence? What is this claim shit? You're prosecuting them. What is this gossip bullshit? This is why you give people 30 years. And someone once told me when I was defending R. Kelly, no one cares. Like everybody's got their mind set up, right? You're gonna die on this hill. And I was like, some hills are fucking worth dying on, right? I mean, this is the kind of shit. Everyone had the feeling about him already, so we're gonna stack it on with more speculation and innuendo, which I guess is not fine. I don't want to say I guess it's fine for a news organization because it's not. But I mean, you're the fucking government. You're prosecuting the guy. What is this innuendo shit? Hit me with the evidence. Nobody cares until the law comes for them. Like all these January 6 people can't wait to tell people, right? Threaten people with guns and tell people how Black Lives Matter or terrorists and put them in jail forever. Now all of a sudden you're in the same boat and you want mercy. Are we even a country anymore? Can you even trust your neighbor? Ugh. Oh, I've achieved drainage. I wonder if this is a planned opportunity to just try and win this battle with one fell swoop and blow my nose. How's that for like an engaging Netflix movie? Ugh. Yeah, none of this is interesting. There's a He-Man remake. That is not interesting to me anyway. The thought I heard somebody scream. The French are always just protesting and losing their shit. I mean, yeah, I see why she was famous. This art design was everywhere not when I was a kid. It was literally fucking everywhere. They made a movie about her. Everybody thought it was a dude. Come on, get focused. Get focused. Get focused. Get focused. Get focused. Maybe if I put a finger in there. Get focused. All right, well, we're not gonna get focused apparently. Look at these pictures though. There you go. I mean, really interesting style. I mean, her painting style is like a children's like books. And yeah, so I totally get why it was one of the more unique things I've seen in my life. Foldable homes, all this just talking nonsense. Nobody's doing anything. And the sadder thing is that, and as I'm on my Sunday rant, all these cars that people can park and drive that do it all themselves, you shouldn't be allowed to drive. Yeah, you shouldn't be. And one of things gonna run over your kid, and then the person who does is gonna say it was a machine, it was a computer malfunction. The giant company, the billionaire Apple, are just gonna tell you how that's not possible, and da da da. I don't know. People can hack these cars. Whew. NASA's Europa Clipper will fly on SpaceX's Falcon Heavy. The NASA doesn't do anything anymore. They're essentially calling taxis to push shit in space. How much is that costing the American people? You can cut NASA's budget, I think, by like 90% at this point. And I'm not really for it. I grew up idolizing NASA, but let's be clear: when shit's not working, you change it, not just keep feeding it money. It's hot that summer. Yeah, you're not going to stop young people from doing young people things. And now you're going to be mad at them. Shouldn't you have raised them to not be these type of people when they were younger? Now they're these type of people. You can fight with them. Ugh, verbal harassment. Yeah, we know, ladies. I know. But your problem really isn't with that man. Your problem is with that man's mother, who raises these people. And then you want to get wins out of by saying all men are like this. No, it's not all men. That dude's mother. Every problem any man you can trace back to his mother, and every problem any man and a woman you can trace back to his mother. Always. uh, I love my mom and my sisters, and so I think women think that I'm a giant pussy until I have to yell at you to calm the fuck down. Then I'm just a mean and arrogant person. I know a lot of people who are just really laid back with everything they do, and that's fine. That's one way of doing it, but it's not my way of doing it. I engage with you. I want to know what the drama is. I don't want to be called nigger in our relationship. I actually broke up with a girl over that. She said, "What are you calling me fucking?" Everybody calls every. No, no, don't call me that. Don't call you. Yeah. Why? You too good? What does me being too good? Yes, I am too good. If I ran around talking about you, my bitch, eventually you'd be like, "Why you call me a bitch?" Oh, because we close, we tight, and I love you. So you're calling me what? Stop with the nonsense. It was a small adjustment, and she couldn't make it, and I couldn't take it, and that was the end of that. Got no regrets about it. It wouldn't have worked out anyway. But other people will sit there like furniture. That's fine. I'm still looking for this thing essentially, and I'm not gonna fucking find it. Here's how to solve the stone monolith puzzle in The Witcher Monster Slayer. Wait, there's a new Witcher game out? Here's how to solve the stone puzzle. Of course. While we do this. While we look this up. Mind you, Karma Armor on Twitch, where I game, I've been doing a lot of just chatting recently for obvious reasons. But let's see if we reading list. Okay. What is this? Apps. Okay. How? Tab, 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 move tab, duplicate tab. Okay. Um, I want to look at this because I might play this later. Huh. All right. Don't I can't even shoot. All right, we're not gonna use this one. I want to watch this. How old is this? This is 3 years old. I actually bought this. Is this playing? This is playing. I actually bought. All right, let's put this here so you can. Oh, it's just music. Oh, that sucks. So hold up. I was wondering in depth Armor 3 Father reason came across this music, realized it's slightly different than the other remixes. Yeah, Armor 3 music. Yeah, nah, we want the Armor 3 Marksman DLC. I invented the chord buddy for you. Didn't invent the chord buddy for me, brother. Keep it moving. Thank you. Let's get this thing. We may play this later today. Because yeah, I'm feeling the mood to shoot people in the sim face. Here's the thing about this. I'm gonna show you. The music we can do without. But there's a lot of stuff I did not know about about military stuff until I started playing this game. And yeah, it's got this excellent feature where it's a military sim, right? So it teaches you military stuff, which granted, I tell people this all the time. Just because you can learn a lot on the internet. You don't have practical experience with it, right? Before you didn't know it and you didn't have practical experience. Now you can know shit but not have practical experience. How you get practical experience? Let me show you something. Well, we'll show you in a second. I mean, the military puts in the fucking work, but you can make yourself a reasonable facsimile thereof, right? We'll use this. You can practice clearing rooms in your own house because you've got rooms, right? How to slice a pot and cut a door, and all. We're not going to use this. What are we doing? We'll look just like ridiculous doing this up in here. Yeah. Yeah. I have all these 33 things about armor. Do we even want to look at it? This is War Marksman DLC. Music, no. Contact, I bought. Special Op Reactor Armor 3. Yeah, it's fun. 33 things about armor. Let's get in it. um, this is some of the stuff I was telling you about. I don't even know if I could play this. Good
Since
lord.
launching at the end of 2013, Arma 3's provided some unique and memorable gaming experiences to millions of players around the world.
This is true.
The combined arms military.
Uh, so yeah, and here's another thing about this game. A lot of asshole racists in the chat. Yeah, the American military needs to do something about all the fucking racists in their chat. Uh, talking about I was in this place and this, and it's just they just suck. You know, uh, what was the look at all the weaponry you get? A ton of clothes you can change out, swap out.
Variety of scopes and other attachments.
Yeah, it gets
One of
ridiculous.
Arma 3's two Mediterranean islands.
Here's the thing about this game: you can, as a character, go walk from here, all anywhere, all over the place, in the middle of the. I mean, it's all accessible. It's wide open. Um, you can set up your own wars, right? You can your own. Yeah, you can.
The Republic of Altis and Stratus is populated by 5 unique factions. That includes NATO and CSAT, alongside the local AAF, FIA guerrillas, and the civilian population too.
All right, so you got two armies. You got the army that was there, then it broke down, then there became a civil war. So now you have two armies there. Then you have NATO, right? So that's three armies there. You have a rebel faction who doesn't want either one of these guys to rule. And so that's four armies there. So everywhere you walk, somebody's got a gun. Then you got all these civilians that you cannot kill. Well, you can kill if you want them, but generally it's like the idea. But I got into it because it taught me how to. What's the map function? It taught me how to read a map, which is fucking crazy, right? Map elevation, all this stuff. So you get looking at a map, you know the elevation, how far it is. You can look at it, you know where. There's a lot of night shit in it too. Submarine stuff. Can't really hate on it. It's really fucking genius.
Which can, for example, completely change.
Helicopters. Yeah, totally freaking recommend it. Because I've played some of these games completely like lost. I ran up, like, tracked around the back of a mountain, could not get up the mountain, realized, had to recheck the map and realize, do we want to learn how to read a map? We can learn how to read a map. We're supposed to be playing guitar, right? Why am I going to teach you guys how to read a map via a video game? Armor 3. Map reading, map tools, and map markers, top 5 Armor 3 mods. Yeah. because it's a military sim. So it teaches you how to read a freaking terrain map. Tutorial map guide. Let's get it. Right. This guy is obviously ex-military, 5th Special Forces Group, Armor 3 Mil Sim. 5th SFG ODA 511 Armor 3 Mil Sim training video homepage. Yeah, this is why, and God bless them. But at the same time, it's a fucking game. Not everybody has to be in the military to play this game. Who the fuck are you to put up some gatekeeper nonsense or something that you didn't do? This is the arrogance of these people all the time. They're perpetually screwing up something good in the name of their own selfish nonsensory. And it always leads to murder and theft. But in these low end things like this, why do I have to put up with your sorry asses here? But they make content so people tolerate them. What was the other one? Blizzard had it. The whole chat became just racist stupidity, and it was just for racists because no one else was there but them. I used to play Blizzard, StarCraft, right? Just it gets tired.
We reference a grid square from the left southwest
Why are you talking like this?
blocks, 6 digit to 3 number to get precise 8 digit grid reference, which would narrow us down from 100 meters to accuracy of 10 meters. So let's say have it in the 0 0, and you can eyeball that it's precisely or approximately there in the middle.
Why are you whispering like that? God, I hate people. Look, people are listening to you. Take some time to know how you fucking sound, for God's sakes. Be clear. Why are you whispering like this on your map chat? What is that? What is that? Other people's look, people need to hear you. Other people's volume are really shitty, right? Or they're really close to the mic, or they're really far away and you can't hear anything. That's bad enough for your audio guys. But in an audio video world, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Land nav basing on Armor 3 Ace. 17 minutes. How to navigate the landscape. It's kind of important. It's pretty good shit though. Seriously. Du-du-du-du-du. Reading map. Yeah, this is come on, man. Helicopter landing. I've crashed so many helicopters in this game. Perfect new mission map. 150 biggest maps ever made. Yeah, all the people to fight in Armor 3. Mobilization map detailed. You can blow most of this shit up too, which is nice. Of course, I played vanilla mod, vanilla armor because, yeah, I was trying to learn how to fly this drone. I think that was my last time.
This is something I think very often people don't know. They don't
This guy's really good.
this in the past, but I thought today I'd make a very, very
Look at this map. Look at all the shit you can go anywhere in this place. It's just amazing. It's an amazing game. And there's a Zeus mode, which essentially makes you guide. You can plop things down and change how the game is played while the game is playing. Uh, like what he's doing, he's dropping people in for whatever he's doing. Anyway, we're gonna. I can actually let this play in the background. Let's see the drone. Teach you how to fly a drone, or not flight, but like the principle of how a drone operates, who your targets are. Yeah, it's. I mean, we are a war society, so I like the game. I just wish we were honestly about what we claim to be about. Because also, yeah, if you're walking around, there's rabbits. See that rabbit? But here's the other thing. There are also snakes. So you'll be walking through the grass and you'll be randomly bitten by a snake. And then you've got to do all this medical shit. Mm, 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 mm. Look at this game. How can you not Up here, let's make this bigger. Up here, you have the hull, the engine, your fuel, your gear. I guess I don't know what that means, but up here on this side, you have the weaponry that you use. Here's your put yeah, you got to put your landing up on them. But yeah, it's a sim. Pretty good. I'm running a commercial for the stupid game. Uh,
having that control there. Once you get up a bit higher into the sky, you usually get up to about 500 meters or something like this, or 300 or 400 meters.
yeah, British kids and their meters. 500 meters is what 15,000 feet, 1,500 feet. 500 meters, 1,500 feet. Yeah, where you're prone. I mean, it's you can put this on task here. This is where he put it, and then it'll make this. It'll go to this location, and then it'll make this giant donut around this area because you're patrolling it, and then you very high out to 200 meters, 500. So the lower you are, they can shoot you down. So you're always like way up, and then you just drop a bomb out of the sky on them. Look at this up here. Your position, your attitude, your altitude, right? It's pretty good shit, baby. All right, let's destroy, seek, destroy, host guard. What are you doing? Loiter. I guess loiter means patrol without shooting at shit. Who knows? Yeah. So we're gonna clip this, and we're gonna open up the other one. Where's the other one? Here you are. Let's put this over here. And let's get one of these. Put this here. Put this here. And close this. And unshare. Success. All right. So yesterday we watched a movie, and we talked about how to um, write a screenplay. We went through that for like an hour and a half. I think. Well, hold on. Where's that thing? I just. That's here. This one. This one we can close. This one we can shrink. And that's it. All right. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's cut on that light. It's part of what we're doing here. And let's cut on the fan. Remember, Sunday. Ugh, whew, man, my cauldron is shaky. Sunday. Sorry. Nobody look at me. I'm readjusting my pants. My, I just had it. Here it is. Ugh. My Sunday shows are equivalent to church and mosque work. Ugh. And you get credit for both of those. All right. Right? Both of those, but all three of those, mosque, synagogue, and church. So if you've been here for more than 20 minutes, you're fine for the week, right? Uh, I give you the sacred peace sign, black power fist, tip of the cap, hand of a heart, and golf clap. All of that symbolizes you've done a good job and your soul is that much cleaner. You should be that much lighter. And like we say, tell the people that you love them. That also goes toward a healthy soul, let's say. That's what we're calling it. Let's push this back so this knob isn't in the way. Here you go. Up. Perfect. Man. So we were gonna have to make breakfast today, but that didn't happen. What is up with this milk? The milk is brand new. I stopped drinking coffee because the milk the milk would go bad, and I couldn't find like a half, not a half gallon, like a quart, or even those school milks. They don't sell those anywhere anymore. Um, so then I stopped drinking coffee. I may go back to stop. I may go back to stopping. I may go back to stopping drinking coffee. I may go back to like giving up coffee just because, man. Ugh, yeah, I can't even. I'm putting this in the kitchen. Can't even right now. Woo! Whoa. All right, so we've been mucking around with this one song, and I like to muck around with it. What do we have to talk about today? Not a lot. It's this. Then it's this. There's this again. Then it's this. So that's what that is. So then it goes. Holy moly! Let's try that again. Don't clench your teeth. All right. Yeah, we're all. See, this rock stars don't look this relaxed on stage. Don't relax. Don't tighten your jaw. Okay, that's right. So it goes. Up. Well, this is the same thing right here. We throw in the D, which is this. We have them all set up. So now we just have to find the rest of that song to just wrap it up. And then I have to practice it. Because I think, oh my goodness gracious. Uh, I'm hungry. I could order something. See, the ritual used to be, I think I told you guys this. I wish I could just see YouTube is better at this because with YouTube, I could just hit my phone and continue the broadcast. I can't do that with this, right? I would have to end it and start a new broadcast. Because we tried to hop in on my phone to so I could take you guys places. So if I hit it, I'm in chat now. So if I just said sup in chat, that's in chat. But I can't join, right? On my phone or whatever. Look, how do I stop now? How do I get out of this? Oh, good lord. The amount of friggin' problems. I can't get out of this now. I guess I can close the app. That's it. You have to close the app. You can't back out of. Well, that's not awesome. I wonder if I could start a new one. I can. I can start a new one. What would happen? So I would start a new one under a different heading and then broadcast from my phone as I broadcast from here. See, even with Zoom, I could just rejoin. I could be broadcasting and then, oh boy. All right. That doesn't make any sense. Eh, I have questions about this app anyway. Like, for instance, okay. All right. Well, there's that. I don't know. What in the world? All right, we'll turn that up. Uh, so yeah. So what do we want to do? We want to. I'm not gonna cook anything on stream, and I'm not gonna order anything on stream. Your only options are to make a. What do I have in there? Ham and turkey and cheese. I could do that. This is what happens at the 4 o'clock show when I'm hungry, and all of a sudden it gets to be five, and then I spend the next like 40 minutes trying to decide on a meal that I know I'm not gonna get because I'm not gonna leave the stream to cook anything. So then I'm just wistfully thinking about food for like 40 minutes. Uh, but then what happens is that feeling normally goes away. My I'm starving feeling can be not satiated. That means you had something to satisfy it. But I guess can be not really ignored because I'm not really ignoring it and I'm not really humoring it. I talk about it, I discuss it with you, and then the feeling sort of ebbs and falls away, and then I'm not hungry anymore. But like I said, I eat like a meal a day. Sometimes I nibble garbage. I mean, I guess if I was heavier, if I ate more, I'd be heavier. Oh, and there is whiskey belly, which is just you've got too much whiskey in your system. So in my old town, what I used to do was I told you all this before. I go get a everything bagel, which I could do, and some cream cheese. How long does cream cheese last? I've got cream cheese in the kitchen. Uh, I'd have to run out and get a bagel, cream cheese, and some slices of salami, which I actually have in there as well. I just don't have a bagel, and I think the cream cheese might be bad. The salami is vacuum packed, so I'm pretty sure that's still good. Uh, just a light kind of dusting of cream cheese, like a finger's width, like 5 or 6 salami slices, soaks up all the alcohol in your system. It is fire. It is the greatness. All right. Um. Ugh. We've been streaming for 44 minutes. Why don't we? I'm really fucking starving. I could make some oatmeal. Oh Lord. All right, let's put this here. Let's cut this on. Um. Uh. Give me a second. I wish I should. All right, hold on. Yo, you know what I can do? Good Lord. All right. For God's sakes. All right. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. All right. We got oatmeal. We got grits. I got hot. I could boil hot. Here's the thing about grits. They take about 20 minutes to make, but I like them with scrambled eggs with cheese. So that complicates the problem with sausage. That complicates the problem. I could just have a hot bowl of oatmeal. It's the fucking dead of summer. Oatmeal. Oatmeal in the summer. I don't have anything in there quick and dirty like a breakfast freaking burrito. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I brought this coffee back in here. Let's get this started. Maybe if we play some guitar, take this thing off my mind. What did we play yesterday? 20 minutes. Anti-vax was there. Detroit. I want to say this one. Yeah. All right. Starving. All right.
In case you missed it.
I'm not gonna make a sandwich. I'm not gonna order anything. I'm not gonna have oatmeal. And I can't cook anything. I mean, it's not like I haven't eaten in weeks, man. Just
particularly easy if you don't mind cheating. If you look at the E major and try the A major to the E major change. However, this can be particularly easy if you don't mind cheating.
cheating.
If you look at the E major, you don't actually have to finger any notes. So you can actually go between the A major and a completely open guitar. This makes it a really easy change. So try playing that now.
So these drops. So the second verse drops to the low two strings. All right. So this is the first. I was thinking about gum. Gum is weird because gum can also kind of like give my jaw something to do and stop me from being hungry. But it can also sometimes just make me hungrier. Gum. I love gum. All right, so the first one is this one. Hold it. It's right. Second verse is the two low strings. Not low string. The low string would be the 5/16. God dang it. The high strings in tone on the bottom and the low strings in tone on the top. So when I say the top two strings, people think it's so weird. I wonder what happened if you arrange the notes from, you know what? Curious minds, right? We're gonna look it up because I'm sure someone did it. Reverse stringing a guitar. Good Lord. Restring guitar left-handed. No. No, but I want a right-handed playing person playing right-handed person. How convert right-handed? Yeah, okay. Righty playing a left-handed guitar. Let's hear it. No, I don't want you to play left-handed, which would do. That's not what I want. All right. I guess I can't find it. I could probably find it if the key to searching is the phraseology of what you're searching for. It really is. Because granted, I'm talking about this, right? In order to play lefty, you would have had to string these oppositely. But I'm sure someone did it. I just gotta find it. Did we tune this thing yet? I'm not gonna order anything. Think about pancakes. Pancakes is my bane. I cannot make pancakes for whatever freaking reason. I cannot make pancakes. All right, we should probably put this on a better positioning. That's pretty good. I cannot make pancakes. Okay. Let's go from the beginning.
Right. Once you feel fairly comfortable with the A major to D major and back again change.
A to D and back to A. A, D, hold it, A, D, hold it. What did he just say?
Right. Once you feel fairly comfortable with the A major to D major and back again change.
A major to D major and back again. Right. Before we even throw the E in. A, D, E. E is all strings. A is one string. One string. A is 5 strings. 4. Get it right. Ooh, this A is murdering me. What is going on with the birds are at it again. Every now and then birds have gang fights. This A is murdering me. It really is just not being cooperative. I gotta jam so much energy in, like I just gotta choke the earth because I can't just lay my fingers on it and get a tone, and I can't. It's so tight to get all my fingers in there, and just it's so far back. All right. I just cannot get my fingers clear. Right? That I don't know how I'm doing that. I think it's because I'm either not pressing hard enough or it's touching. See, that's me pressing all the way down on it. Decent ring, but when it's back here. A, D, E, A. E, D is add, Ada, Ade, Dea, EDA. So it's A, D, E, A, D, E.
And the A major to E major and back again change. You can bring the whole
A,
the second part of the tune to
A to D, A to E, and back to A. A to D and back to A to E and back to A. So it's see that when you took. What is that? It's almost like a hammer off. I gotta take my fingers off slower. This is a C. Let's throw that in there since we're fucking everything up this Sunday. This E major is the same position as we drop back. Oh, I'm sorry, as we drop up, right? To an A. Is it up or backwards? Hold it. Susquehanna Hat Company. All right, did I don't think I did. Holy moly, I don't think I saved that thing. Oh, lordy. All right. We really have to get up with this. I'm going to give myself another week because it has been stressful. We're going to go. Today is Sunday. By next Sunday, we're going to have a freaking schedule. And we'll use it every day, but sometimes we won't use it, and that's fine, but we'll have it. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Shame on me for not doing this doggone thing. I've got 2 mock-ups of it here, and it hasn't been done. Is this whole practice slipping? I don't think so. It can't be slipping. I won't let it slip. But having said that, we need that schedule. I'm fucking hungry. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich and coffee would be good. How long would it take me to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I think it would take me about 3 minutes. 3 minutes for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Okay, maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes. All right, let's just stop thinking about food and just sort of, I could really go, I'm telling you, man. Grits, cheese grits, cheese eggs, 3 of them. Sausages, either the link ones, give me 5 of those, or 3 of the round sausage patties. And I just not grind them up, I chop them up with a spoon and that's generally, I don't put anything in my grits. But everything else, I'll use hot sauce or ketchup or I put mayo on hamburgers now and hot dogs. Your taste changed, man. All right. A to D. How do I stop that? Sounds like a I got it. What is going on? Ugh. see that pinky laying on all these things. This whole thing is nice, but how about this? That's actually better because it just gives me a little more room if I lift this up. All right, so what do we got for me?
Together. So let's try that, and then you can practice it until you get it reasonably fluent. Here's gingerbread, part 2. Firstly with my hands, and then just with the tap.
Hold up. He's doing this. All right, that's right. Oh, and this is different. It was used to be this. Now it's this. D, drop. A. Oh, no, A. God damn, I'm fucking starving. What did I eat yesterday? I had a sandwich. Okay. I had a sandwich. Yeah, I had a ham and cheese and turkey sandwich on white with mayo, salt, pepper, uh, some oil and vinegar. And that was it. When did I have that? I had it before the stream. So I think I had it about, stream started at 6. So I must have had it about 5, I want to say. Actually 4, because I think I passed out and I just made it to the stream yesterday. So it must have been like 4. So I must have eaten around 12 hours, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours ago. It's no wonder I'm hungry. Here's the thing about not eating a lot, but still, if you move around, you're hungry because you're burning off energy, right? So I've never eaten more than when I was running and working out and skateboarding and fucking jogging and being just like a crazy person around the city. Never ate more than when I took my dog to the park and we were there for like 6 hours, right? 5, not 6 hours, but like 3 or 4 hours. Just running around at the dog run, talking to random people. And we'd go to walk 40 minutes, not 40 minutes, but like a 20-minute walk to the dog run, let her run around for like an hour, 2 hours, talking to people, and then walk back from the dog run and get a coffee or a bagel or something. So, I mean, you had a lot of energy to do. I'm not doing that much perambulating, quite frankly. I walk from here, I get up, I walk to the bathroom, walk to the kitchen, come in here, sit down for 3 hours, walk outside, walk to the car, which I could spit and hit, drive wherever, get out, like, yeah, yeah. The the absence of walking in the human life is what the problem is. I think I need to walk more. Maybe not running because I got that old war wound. Uh, but I enjoy running, and I run with an eye that I don't want to make my knee worse. But people run with bad knees, bad ankles. They sort of figure it out, right? We're all different, right? So some people can't run. Some people can only run. They just love it to death. Some people hate it, but their body is suited for it, right? Uh, I wish I could get a climbing regiment in. God, I'm hungry. All right. Coffee is not breakfast. I don't have to, but I'm making hamburgers and hot dogs because I like having that cooked in the fridge. That way I can just nuke a burger, throw some cheese on it, and come back in here. That's what I did last week, and it worked out. C'est magnifique. Uh, but also that's it's a lot of protein to have. Oh, all week, right? I should have just had a salad in here. Here's the thing about a salad. Salad is a nice buffer. Have it for lunch, right? But you can't. It won't fill you up. You know how big that bowl of salad has to be. And I like salads. I haven't had pasta in like 6 months, and I love pasta salads. All right. We're obviously not going to get anything to eat. We should stop wistfully dreaming about it, like the food fairy is going to come. I mean, I guess, well, the food services are exactly that. Yeah. It's this. That's the first one. Hold it. Oh, hold it. That's the first one. The second one is, and then the third one is, hold it. It's, all right. Let's see what he's got for us. SD.
Here it is again, just with the tab.
Okay, let's try it with the tab. All right, so here we go. Okay, get on it. Oh. Shame on you. Hold it. Let's try it. Let's try it again. What is going on here with this A? All right, let's try this one more time. That's my pinky hitting the bottom string. Come on, get in there. Get in there. E. Oh no, all the E's are open. Ah, stop it. All right, it's watch that pinky. D, drop, drop. All right, A, back to D, drop it, back to A, back to E, let's try that A again, back to A, oh my gosh, right, D, up, back to A, E, E, it's all open, back to E though, up, A, is D, E, D, A, D, E, which is all open, and there's D again, and then A, which is so let's try the whole thing. What's going on here? Your internet connectivity is unstable. For best performance, connect to your router. I am connected to my router and Ethernet cable. And now your internet connection is good. For the best performance, connect to your router. Oh, now my internet connection is bad. This whole shit is trying my patience. It really is. It gives me shit to worry about, and I don't like that. It is what it is, baby. All right. We have been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. And most of it, I've been complaining about being hungry. Remember, get a good meal in you. It's a good way to start the day. It doesn't have to be super connection lost. Am I even still streaming? Sweet Jesus. All right, let's test some stuff because this app is just making me want my mommy, who is awesome, by the way. All right, so apparently I'm still streaming. Let's shrink this down. Hello, I stream. All right. So apparently I'm still streaming. That is a good thing. I don't even know what to do. Uh, for all of you who don't know the story, last week Wednesday, I streamed for an hour and a half. Uh, an hour, about 57 minutes of it with no audio because the app crashed, but without notifying me. So I kept streaming. Then I went back in, gave a 15 minutes apology as to what had happened with the stream. I was so livid. Then I left. Then I came back about 20 minutes after that. Didn't think about just being mad and kind of like storming off, taking my ball and going home. So I came back, apologized to the audience, told them it was a tech issue. Tech issues or not, we're still going to be doing this for the next 1,000 days. So we went at it again for an additional hour. And then we found, you know, this little ditty of a song. So it was a bonus. Because if we hadn't gotten back in, was it really a bonus? A bonus implies something on top of something good. Um, this wasn't that. This was a silver lining, is more what this was. So we found a silver lining in coming back online. Um, and we found this cool thing that we've been working on for a couple of days, which is cool because we were doing all we were doing all the chord stuff and trying to get finger strength up. This is kind of like the first bit of music we've learned. Yeah, and granted, it's not some club banger. You can't sing it to your girl in the park or anything. But for new people trying to do this, I'm obsessed with this. This is awesome. And this is the really super small rudimentary elements of what we're headed for here, right? And it's, I mean, I think about all the concerts I went to and just like love to be there and rock out. I don't really know if they're missing notes or hitting all the hitting all the keys. I don't know if the drummer screwed up. I don't know that. It's just environment. And now you look at this and you go, oh my God, their hands must be made of like steel. Like the cables in their hands to their wrist must be, because they can do it for hours, right? And then do it daily. They get a couple of days off. Obviously, everybody needs a couple of days off, and they make a ton of money to do it, granted. But I mean, their fingers, their tendons. So yeah, it really is awesome. Running on empty, running on. Mm-hmm. Give me a sec. It's always something. Um, I'm not gonna order. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna not stop ordering for at least a month. How's that? We're gonna do more cooking. There should be stuff in this house that is tasty and not the stuff that you love to eat. I have chicken in there that I have to shred and then throw into rice and add a little chicken bouillon, stir it up, throw some vegetables, and just have that in the kitchen. My gamer gruel. But between you and the wallpaper, I've been eating my gamer gruel. It's excellent to game with. It's in a bowl. Your hands don't get messy. But I've sort of been eating that for a while. And I have several different variations of it. But I'm kind of tired of all of them because, like I said, it's been about 20 years of gaming and eating nonsense. Um, I wouldn't say it's nonsense, but sometimes you want something good. So what am I gonna cook? I've got pork chops in there. I could cook all the meat in my fridge. Uh, cook two pork chops, cook two burgers, cook two steaks, leave them in the fridge. It's a lot of protein. For every meat meal, you should have a salad with it. He says, oh, oh, oh. It's a beautiful day, man. What are you gonna do with it? Gotta learn to play guitar. Good job. You've spoken wisely. Gotta call some people. Let the people know that you let the people you love know you love them. Right? Uh, how do you show love? It's very simple. We all there's a way to show love. We all show love in the same way, right? Because that way we no we not wrong wrong. We all have a standard of love that we all agree on. We don't show love in the same way. I apologize, but yeah, we know what the standard of love is, and you know when you're not being loved. So you know how to treat people just by the way that you don't want to be you do not wish to be treated. And it's Sunday, the Lord's Day, right? Go get some, even if you're not religious. It's still a day. It's like you can go have fun. It's like Dr. King Day. You don't have to be pro black anything to go out and have a barbecue with your family. you know, it's a day. It's a day for you to be amongst your kin, your kindness, and family. No, we're not gonna have any more of that. You know what? You want some ice water? This will probably go down well. Excuse me. How much is in here? It feels full. That's full, all right. Let's have some more ice cubes, though. Time to make that iced coffee. So, since it's sweet enough, we just need to drop a giant ice cube in it. The best of you. Am I getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? One ice cube, not splashy boom, but hear the cracky, cracky boom, boom. The hot and the cold water at war with each other before they realize that they are brothers and now they're all room temperature. But secretly, the ice will win out. It's got a better philosophy. But eventually, the long view of the warm will bring it all back to room temperature. Everything is racing toward entropy. Everything. Even this video show. All right. Ah. Am I getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Am I getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you? Yeah, it's considerably smaller. Come on, microphone. Trying to get the ice cube to do some laps just to cool off the rest of this stuff. All right. Cha 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 cha. What is that song? I fell in love with a. It's not a Mexican girl. It's an old like country song by a guy who falls in love with a girl. I think there's a shootout. I fell in love with a bum, 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 bum. Let's see if I can on those three. Those it wasn't a Mexican girl though. Are we gonna look this up? Yeah, we're gonna look this up. We're gonna put this over here though. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to be over here. We're putting you over here. I'm putting so we can cut this clear. It is. I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Marty Robbins singing El Paso out in West Texas, town of El Paso. I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's Cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for the Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild cowboy came in, wild as West Texas came in, wild as West Texas wind. Okay, that's a weird rhyme. Yeah, let's give you guys some of this goodness. I told you this a couple of days ago. I love songs that tell you a story. The Copacabana, like this one, Lefty and what is it? Lefty and all the red, all the. How about this? All the all the federales. Say, Pancho and Lefty, another great one. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like an iron, your breathing hard as kerosene. When your mom, this. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Wow, that's one of those lines. Like it's really a good line. For all the honest world to feel. That shows you he's giving you like fear as he walks through. It's a really good turn of phrase. Now I was singing over came in what's his when dashing and daring a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger, I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down with his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment, I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there, had but one chance, and that was to run. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one. It looked like it could run up on his back and away I did ride. Up on his back and away I did ride. Just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in a life, nothing's left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet will find me. Tonight's nothing worse than this pain in my heart. And at last I am here on the over on I at last here I am on the hills overlooking El Paso. I can see Rosa's Cantina below. So this all lets you gives this song of let's see what people say about it in Wikipedia. It's a great song. It really is. Lyric genius. Why can't it's gonna be on the second one, isn't it? Sometimes Wikipedia is not the first thing you get, especially with lyrics, man. El Paso fandom. All right, here we go. See, Wikipedia. It's like the fourth page down. What do we got? Storyline. The song is the first person ever told by a cowboy in El Paso, Texas, in the days of the Wild West. The singer recalls how he frequented Rosa's Cantina, where he became smitten with a young Mexican dancer named Felina. When the singer notices another cowboy sharing a drink with wicked Felina, that jealous tart, out of jealousy, he challenges the newcomer to a gunfight. The singer kills the newcomer to his shocking surprise. The singer kills the newcomer, then flees. In the act of escaping, the singer commits the additional hanging offense of horse theft. Departing the town, the singer hides out in the Badlands of New Mexico. The song then fast forwards to an undisclosed time later. The lyrics at this point change from past to present tense, where the singer describes the yearning for Felina that drove him to the return without regard for his own life to El Paso. He states that his love is stronger than his fear of death. Upon arriving, the singer races for the cantina but is chased away and fatally wounded by a posse. Did we miss that? Wait a minute. No, this is Pancho. All right. Oh, right. Hold it. Whoa. We have to relook up this song because that is not what is going on here. Right? Full lyrics. We hit full lyrics. Maybe tomorrow a bullet will find me. Tonight, nothing worse than the pain in my heart. And at last, I am here on the hills overlooking El Paso. I can see his retina below. Is that can't be the end of the song, is it? We'll see. Oh wow. Verse, at least I'm here on the hills overlooking El Paso. I can see Rose Cantina. Come on. Uh, I ride alone in the dark from my heart. I can see Rose's cantina below. My love is stronger and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. We're gonna duplicate this tab because come on, dude, don't be like that. This is incomplete. It's incomplete, and there's no place to click on this to get the rest of the lyrics. This, if you are not familiar, will let you believe that the song is over. I knew there was something wonky about that. All right. Oh, my love song. Let's down off the hill to Felina I go. Verse 6. Off to the right, I see five mounted cowboys. They didn't even give us the whole song. Off to the right, I see five mounted cowboys. Off to the left, right, a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadful wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I'm trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But the love of Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puffs of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullets go deep in my chest. Outro. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Created by two loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss and Felina. One little kiss and Felina. Goodbye. It's a good fucking song, man. Marty Robbins, good job. Unfinished lyrics makes you crazy. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. They could have had him any day. All right, so we're not going to slide down sad songs about stories that make you sort of messed up, especially on this Sunday morning. Remember, the Sunday sessions are church and mosque and synagogue, right? We are here for you and your eternal immortalness. Whether you have an immortal soul and you spend the rest of eternity hanging out with Jesus or God or Allah or whoever, or your immortal soul swims back to cosmic dust and your next life is on some planet we know nothing of, like that Drops of Jupiter song. Now she's back in the atmosphere. Drops of Jupiter in her hair, right? We are each one special as every day. Each one of us, we are unique as every day. But be careful, we are also as average as every day, right? There's magic in that, in both of those. We I'm gonna clip this song. We're gonna get back to this. We have been streaming. Don't tell me my internet is good and plugged into the router. The router's right there. The desktop's right there. I don't even know what to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. So we stream as long as we want. We stream every day, twice a day. 7 a.m. every day, 6 p.m. every day. Please come through and get some of this magic. Um, we teach ourselves to play guitar as we talk about all things talk about a bowl. Um, we like a good turn of phrase. We like some nonsense words. We like to chill and talk smoke with anybody who will chill and talk smoke with us. All are welcome, but we don't deal in anger and hatred, and we're trying to move away from that. So whatever you say it like your, your great granny and your mom's in the room, right? You can still say your piece, but maybe you'll say it a little respectfully, right, of the people listening to you. And I'll do the same. Um, we are streamers and we're streaming. We are builders and we're building. We're smokers and we're smoking. All the federales say they would have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. So, sorry about criminals who get old, essentially. The law still wants you, right? I mean, I've seen old criminals. You just kind of like, you look at them and know that the bottom's out. How'd you get stuck in this life? Had this numbers guy who was running numbers. They must have been doing it forever. I'm not even going to tell you the story. It's not really worth telling. But I almost shot that guy. He's one of the few people I almost ever had to kill, right? And I'm glad I didn't have to kill him. I don't want anybody on my soul. You know what I mean? And I get why I would have had to kill him. He had a knife, for God's sakes, and he was like 4 feet from me. Uh, no, he wasn't 4 feet from me. I was here, and he was about where this thing is. So I walk out my door. I walk in my. You can't see my door. And this is my door. I walk in here. There's a guy standing right here with a knife, and a guy standing where this red chair is with a knife, arguing over, you know, money from. This is what happened. If you're running a fucking operation and people get into it, make sure they take that shit outside. They had a numbers racket they were running out into behind a bodega, and then these two guys got into it, and I get the call on a Sunday morning. It must have been like 7 in the morning, maybe 9, but nobody was out. And I run in there, and this guy's got this fucking knife. And I'm like, drop the fucking knife. Drop the fuck. And you're like, ah, he didn't even see me in the door. Drop it. He's moving on this. And the dude that like we arrested with the knife, he had to be like 62 or 65. And the guy who was holding the knife on was like a 50-year-old. I almost dusted him off to save the other guy, but they were both pieces of shit. They both had giant track records. Yeah. But it's weird because after it's all over, you don't really realize you almost have to kill that dude till your adrenaline settles down. And then you get all kind of like wiggy about it. Could I have done it? Would I have done it? I definitely would have done it. I definitely would have ended him in that room to save that other dude. I find that black cops are a little more hesitant, which is a good thing, to fire a gun at people. I really do. But don't get it wrong. Bad guys are bad guys, right? You want the bad guy to dealt with, whether that guy's a cop or a criminal. You don't want somebody walking around the streets just murdering off people with a badge. I work with a guy who killed 7 people. And I was like, what? 7 dead souls. They were not all righteous. What am I supposed to do with that information? It's a good question, right? It's a really good question. Most cops never draw their gun. They not never draw their gun. Never fire their gun. I drew my gun I drew my gun literally almost every day I worked. If I got a call and it was goofy, if I had to walk to a place that was dark and pull out my flashlight, all these kind of things. You know, why am I even telling you this story? It is what it is, man. Who wants to live forever? I don't. I want to enjoy my time here. And I tell people all the time, at the point where I can't wipe my own ass, it's a point I don't want to be here. I don't want some 25-year-old having to look after me. They should be doing something else with their days, right? I mean, they're not even my children. You know what I'm saying? And people sit and fucking age like bad wine on shelves just because they won't let go. And people just bleed money out. Just leave the money to the next generation. Tell them how to be responsible for it, and then you did your job. But in a place where it's just stealing and everybody's unfair, at this point, I don't care where you freaking die. Die in the street. Doesn't make any sense. This whole society is just weird to me now. And I was born in it. Are we gonna try this? Are we gonna put this full cigar out? Out of kindness, I suppose. Copacabana's like that. She was a showgirl. Her name was hold it. Yeah, her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with something in her hair and a dress on down to there. Dun, 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 dun. Another story about a guy who goes in a club, meets a nice lady, there's a fight, someone dies. It's a great, it's a great narrative of a story. Lola, right? The Copacabana was the name of it. All right, let's get these lyrics. Maybe we might want to go to Lyric Genius, who will give us all the fucking lyrics. Oh, well, let's open this up too, because we're going to look into it. Copacabana. Lyrics. Are these even all the lyrics, you suckers? I don't trust you. Copacabana lyrics. Here you go. She was a showgirl. How dare you give me this? Where's Lyric Genius? I trust them. Wow, Lyric Genius must be way down. Lyric Genius, here we go. Her name was Girl with yellow feathers in her and a dress cut down to there. She wore merengue and she would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony's always tended bar. Across the crowded floor, they worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more? At the Copa, right? Copa, the hottest spot north of Havana. At the Copa Cabana, music and passion were always in fashion. His name was Rico. He wore a diamond. He was escorted to his chair. He saw Lola dancing there. And when she finished, she called her over. But Rico went a bit too far. Tony sailed across the bar. And then punch flew and chairs were smashing too. There was blood and a single gunshot. But just who shot who at the Copa? The hottest spot north of Havana. Music and passion were always a fashion. Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl. But that was 30 years ago when they used to have a show, but now it's disco. But not for Lola. This was written in the 70s, mind you. Disco, but not for Lola. Still in the dress she used to wear. Oh God, I hate these things. Um, Disco, but not for Lola. Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl, but that was 30 years ago when they used to have a show. Now it's disco, but not for Lola. Still in the dress she used to wear. Very Miss Havisham from Great Expectations. Still in the dress she used to wear, feathers, faded feathers in her hair. It's so good. She sits there, so refined, drinks herself half blind. She lost her youth and she lost Tony. Now she's lost her mind at the Copa. Hardest spot north of Havana. Music by always find out. Don't fall in love. Hmm. Every time Bruce Sussman and I would try to write something more interesting than "I love you" and "I miss you," Clive Davis would say, "No, that belongs on the Broadway stage. It belongs on a TV special or something." As you can tell, Copacabana is not really a pop song. We kind of snuck it in the middle of the of "Can't Smile Without You," which is another great song. There was a lot of like, man, a good love song is a thing. What's that guy from Canada, Richard Marx? He owned like the '80s for a while. His song "Wherever You Are," man, it's just good stuff. All right, so let's get to this history, 1940s, 1960s of the nightclub. Where's disambiguous? Times Square. Barry Manilow, that's the one we want. 1978. Background: the song was inspired by a conversation between Barry Manilow and Sussman at the Copacabana Hotel in Rio de Janeiro, really, where they discussed whether when they discussed whether there had ever been a song called Copacabana after returning to the U.S. Manilow, who in the 1960s had been a regular visit to Copacabana Club in New York City. Obviously, it was the Studio 54 of its day. Okay, this is excellent. We can make sure that that's out. New York City suggested that Sussman and Feldman write the lyrics to a story song for him. They did so. Manilow supplied the music. The song lyrics refer to Copacabana nightclub, the hottest spot north of Havana. The story starts in 1940s, focuses on Lola, a Copacabana showgirl, and her sweetheart Tony, a bartender at the club. One night, a gangster named Rico, we don't know he's a gangster, but we know he's up to something because he's covered in diamonds, right? Rico takes a fancy to Lola, but he overplays his hand while trying to seduce her. He essentially like gropes her and shit at the club, and everybody sees it, and her boyfriend reacts to it, and then he kills the boyfriend while trying to seduce her and is attacked by Tony. The ensuing brawl and then the punches flew and then chairs were smashed into result in blood and a single gunshot. After it's initially unclear who shot who, and right here, whom, because there's a stickler for some of this stuff. Let's uh let's go big on this, right? Who shot whom? I love it. I love it. Good job, guys. It soon became clear that Lola had lost her love. 30 years later, the club has been transformed into a discotheque. But drunken Lola, mad with grief at having lost Tony, still spends her nights at the Copacabana dressing her glamorous showgirl attire. According to the singer, Lola lost her youth, she lost her Tony, and she lost her mind. And now she's the single, the song's final verse ends with Lola singing at the bar, drinking herself half blind. Release and reception. Yeah, I liked it immediately. And I was a little kid. I didn't know what a gangster or club was, but I liked the simple story. You could follow it. I mean, I love these songs like this. Is Copacabana debuted on Billboard Top 10, 40. Now it's what, top 500? It used to be top 50. Then they put more people on top 100. Now it's like top of the charts is like 300 songs that no one's ever heard of. July 7th, 1978. Mm. And peaked at number 8. It's also reached the top 10 in Belgium, Canada, France, and the Netherlands. Internationally, the song is Manlow's third greatest hit. The track was his first gold single for a song he recorded and released. Additionally, the song named Manilow his first and only Grammy Award for Best Male Pop Vocalist. 79. Huh. They did covers. James Last record, Copacabana 79. Oh, wow. He recorded it almost immediately, a year after. Shirley Bassey, 79. Another, yeah, it was popular with people. 79. The Vandals recorded Copacabana in 1985. Okay, about 8 years later. Amanda Lear. I don't know who she is. She's French. 2000. Okay. 2000, 2008. All right. Yeah, it's a good freaking song. It shows songwriting ability, which I love, right? You tell a story, you keep it like Eminem does this with Stan, right? That's a story about a guy doing some dark shit, but you can follow that story. Um his greatest hit, which is Lose Yourself. It has elements of his life, but it's not really told as a story, right? It's not. But it's a great, I mean, it's a great song. really good lyric in that lyricist's lyrical arsenal. Ah, my nose is just messing with me. I mean, clog or not, do one of the two, man. Commit to it. Ugh, oh man, my ice, my iced coffee. Ooh, it's cold as fuck. Excellent. All right, hold on. We gotta honk our horn here. We gotta toot our tooter. We gotta blow our blower. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Even the music climbs with the tension of the song. It's fucking beautiful. It really is. Like nobody writes stuff like this anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind if you twerking if you're my girl, but everybody twerking over everything at the Walmart, in church, at the bank, it gets a little. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, look, sex and sexuality is fun, but all the time it means nothing. Everybody doing it, it means nothing. Like, yeah, like sex. Sex with everybody begins to mean nothing. At least for me. What album? Hold on. This is weird. Release June 1978. 1993 in Australia. What? Why 5 years later? I'm not 5 years later. 15 years later. 78, 88, 93. Yeah, 15 years later. Record what? This right here is a story. I want to know this story. Why? Why is it even release and reception? No, it doesn't say anything about it. Television, film, and music. Oh, okay. 85 Manilow and collaborate Bruce Sussman and Jack Film expanded the song to a full-length made-for-television musical. I remember watching that on TV. The film version was then further expanded by Manilow Film and Sussman to a full-length two-act stage musical, which ran at Prince of Wales Theatre, London, for 2 years. Oh no, wait, London's West End for 2 years prior to the lengthy tour. Okay, so it did run for 2 years over there. And then it ran for a long time here in America because people are hungry for content. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's so good. Little me was like, oh, I like this song. I get it. I can follow what's going on. Versus all the other sad stories of you don't send me flowers. You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs. Just there was an age of melancholiness. Like James Taylor in this era was just it was don't get me wrong, they were good songs, but they were just sound like these sleepy, kind of really sad. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Remember that? I'm not running. Yeah, we're gonna snooze that anyway. I'm not running. I should get my ass up and start running. Monetize everything and quit my job. I'll stream for 10 hours if you guys will support me. But you got to talk to me in the chat for God's sakes. Uh, weird and eclectic. Yeah, you don't want to see me be weird and eclectic for 10 hours a day. Um, trust me. Oh my God. I can be exasperating in person. So that is that. Let's get to some of this. We talked music and songs and songwriting. I was gonna go to the beach yesterday. I told this yesterday on the stream. I was gonna go to the beach yesterday. We had a 4-hour morning session yesterday, right? Um, And I think we had a 3.5 hour evening session yesterday. But in the morning session, went for 4 hours. I ran around there, did some stuff, some shopping, came back. I called my nephew. I was like, yo, let's go to the beach. We can do our first remote. He was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's what about 12. He was like, yeah, I got like white father and husband stuff to do. I was like, I got you, man. So he runs off, not runs off. We're on the phone, but I hang up. So all right. So I begin to get my shit together. And I'm like, whew, I may need to just like sit down for like half an hour. Bam, 2 hours later, he's calling me going, so you didn't go? I'm like, what time is it? Just, man, midday naps. I used to be able to take power naps, 20 minutes, half an hour, be like, my 20-minute naps have morphed into like an hour. I was like, I had the alarm set for an hour. I didn't slept right through it. I don't regret it, but I'm beginning to think, ooh, the 7 a.m. and then 7 p.m. Work in the day. We've already said that it's sort of like it's a lot on the brain, like, which is fine. Um, but I gotta better organize this so I'm not sleepy and I can't exist on coffee and I can't exist on those pills that keep you awake, that power energy stuff. It's got to be, man. Or there's something to be said for having an organic life, and by that I don't mean eating organic vegetables and free range chicken. I mean like the stuff you do should be organic to your nature. You know what I mean? So there's some things I can't mess with, and I won't mess with. And it started with music a long time ago. Uh, just and I've talked about I don't watch crime shows on TV, right? So that's part of it. All this putting all this violence in my head. I'm not doing that anymore. Um, and that's it. It doesn't seem organic to me. I am sort of a hippie beatnik uh guy, but I'm also very uh Lord and Order, uh things in its proper place, sort of Christian Southern boy because the way I was raised, right? So I mean, I want to like before I did this, right? In my young, even in my young man days, uh, the crime I got involved with was art. It was graffiti, right? Everybody else was selling drugs and being ridiculous, carrying guns and fighting it out. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm street. I'm hip hop. I was breakdancing, rapping. Yeah, did that like everybody else. But when it came to the crime, I would essentially trespass and draw on your wall, right? Master criminal shit. Um, we all sat around like, man, people are making money. We are all broke. We can make a lot of money in this crack game. And I was like, absolutely not. Not poisoning anybody, much less poisoning poor black people who are already on the bottom. Not doing that. Now it's a giant thing. But I'm like I'm not anti-weed, but I'm not going to be a weed seller. I won't rebuke the weed guy, but I will rebuke the coke and the crack guy, right? Versus just going out, live and let live. How you may not? There was a phrase in the black community where uh, don't what is it? Don't begrudge somebody how they make their money. And I was like, that's bullshit. Drug dealers are destroying the neighborhood, and they've made everybody quiet. So it's not about being brave or anything. It's about being fucking scared. Like ISIS is in town. We all protect the bad guy. And when the good guy stands up and says something, no one comes to the aid of the good guy. So yeah, at this point in my life, this as I age, we deserve exactly what we got for having responded to all these things the way we have responded to them. Yeah, I mean, white kids aren't coming into Brooklyn or Compton or you know parts of Chicago shooting shit up. That's what other black people. So yeah, they're the problem. Expose them. That's the first place you start if you want to get the community back and expose them in their parentage. Who the fuck raises somebody to poison other kids in the neighborhood when all of you are underwater? Who does that? And then all these sinister companies who will then put that stupid message and blast it globally and make billions off it. Oh, it's just so vile. Don't even get me started. I think I got started, but don't get me started. So yeah, my hippie nature is smoke a J, do some dancing, party out, make some art, fuck the police, right? But not the way they don't want. How do you not want police? What? Do you know the sinister people out here who will do? Man, look, you want quality policing. Stop being ridiculous. And yeah, they don't need APC characters. Because tell you, when they drive up with all this shit. pith helmets, not pith helmets were what they wore in the jungles of Africa, uh, versus anyway, these military style helmets. I forget the name of what they're actually called. Uh, pith helmets. And then they show them. They stand outside. It's like go in and get the bad guy. They show up outside a school shooting and they take 10 minutes to put their gear on. Then they stand outside. And then they put guns on all the people coming out with their hands up. I'm like, they're the students. Why do they have to come up with what you're going to shoot one of them that their hands are not up? The whole thing is just goofy and stupid. Is it pith helmets? Or is it pith? Yeah, these are these ridiculous pith helmets. This is not what they wear. Oh, pith helmet. Dun, 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 dun. Like in the movies. In a pith helmet. She is so ridiculous. She made good in America. She was a freaking stripper dancer. Low key. Who only, like, what did the singer say? Who fucks their way to the bottom? Did you sleep? No, who sleeps their way to the bottom? The idea is if you're going to fuck somebody with money. I got to respect it. I do. I have to respect it. But like, I also deal with a lot of women who are like, that is outrageous. That is not, and just then you are not being realistic. And I can't have this conversation with you because it's a thing. Women steal other women's husbands. It's a thing. Sorry, pith helmets. So these cop helmets are not pith helmets. They're military helmet. I guess that would be. Hold it. Wait. Why is? Yeah, these helmets, tack vests, helmets. It's like, man, you cease to work for the people when you arm yourself against the citizenry and expect them to tolerate it. I used to tell guys when I work with all the time, we're outnumbered and we don't live on military bases. What are y'all doing? Just walking around treating people like shit and then driving back to Long Island like nobody can follow you home and burn your house down with you in it. You know, all this arrogant shit. I used to put the fear of God in the cops I worked with because I would talk to them in a way that they had no answer for. Like, what are you going to do when someone follows you home after what you did? You know, yeah, no, you don't know that the idea isn't you know they're behind you. You don't know that someone's stalking you now. Like you stalked all these people. It's not something that you want people to lose so much faith in your society with that you now have this problem. Right? You make this place fucking ISIS, and then you can blame everybody all you want, but you know the truth is the truth. You've got a shitty history for 300 years of brutal animus to people just walking by. I'll show you this picture. I've always thought about. Is it bitter fruit? It's not bitter fruit. It's the oh, it is bitter fruit. No. All right. So, what is that song by this woman? I'm sorry, Strange Fruit. I associate that song with where's this picture? There's a lynching. There's a ton of lynching pictures, but there's one particular that I always think about. And this whole town came out and took a picture with this lynched black guy. And I was like, they all didn't kill him, but they're all there supporting this shit. So, what do I do? Strange fruit implies is the black people hang from trees is the title. Strange fruit. Wow. All right, we are not going to be able to find this. And then you want people to, you know, strange fruit. Maybe I should just write lynching. I'm sure you've all seen it before, right? This is one of them, but is this the one? This isn't the one. Where's the one that I'm talking about? And, well, apparently there's a ton of equally ridiculous images. I mean, what do you do with people who do this to people? What do you do? What do you do? Tell me you owe us nothing? Tell us to keep fighting wars and keep it moving? Murder this pregnant woman, right? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? It's just the darkest shit. The darkest shit that you're supposed to sort of act like never happened. So yeah, they all didn't lynch him, right? But they're all out here taking the picture. And the one I was talking about was this is older, but was in the 50s. This is like the 40s. And they know who the people were and who lynched them, and nothing ever happened. So it is what it is, baby. 300 years of the bullshit. I'm expecting it to rip open, and that's what these things work. They open up on you out of nowhere. And then bold ass people talk about, yeah, well, we're just going to do X, Y, Z. And then you can't put it down. And then what? It's dark. Killed the Mod Arbery with a shotgun in the fucking street. I mean, in the street. We deputize ourselves. We're going to kill everybody. I'm trying to drive from point A to point B. This can happen anytime. So I'm very mindful. We won't let Hitson become a lynching. 12-year-old boys pick you up off the street to put you to work in jail because you're black. All these things that the government should have stopped a long time ago and hasn't, and let slide because they were getting super duper wealthy off all the other shit. They're not trying to rock the boat, care about these beat women, these raped women, these lynched slaves, these poor immigrants who some other person stole their hard work. And America has always been a kleptocracy, fucking racist kind of mess. And it's 2021. When are you gonna fix it? Don't really know, baby. All right, we have been streaming for 2 hours and 13 minutes. We talk some social justice. We talk some racial justice. We talk some justice. And we talked a lot, some music, right? Barry Manilow, not Merle Haggard. Who was he? All the good stuff. But do we want to try this again? A, D, A, E, A.
Once you feel fairly happy that you can play them.
A sus, E, D. Oh, come on. Guys, man, seriously, you embarrassed me in front of the company. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to yell at the guitars. Sometimes they behave a little rash. They think they're rock star guitars and not just learning guitars. See, it's not the instrument. It's what you can put in your brain and in your fingers. I suck at this, but I could give this to Stevie Vai, and he'll make it sing, right? And it's in here for you to unlock, right? So is it in this thing or is it in this thing, right? the story you tell is the magic in your pen, or is it in your brain and the pen is the implement? You know what I'm saying? So we are not going to give up. See, I gotta see it sound like this. Then I gotta push down it really hard. See how it gets better? Good, sweet Jesus. I'm gonna have to choke the F11 frick out of this thing. And I still can't get the C. We should practice more. This doesn't have a C in it, but let's. Ugh. Gotta push down on it. Oh, yeah.
First part of the tune and the second part of the tune, you can bring them together. You simply leave a bar's rest between them, or 4 beats. Chord-wise, bringing this tune together shouldn't be too hard, as part A and part B.
Okay, we know part A,
together
we know
only have
part
4
B.
chords. However, the complication comes with finger picking, and you may need to practice changing between the 2 finger picking patterns. Let's hear that done. And if you think you can follow along, try playing along with it.
All right, this is part A, with that we know. Go. What just happened here? Right. This is the second part. D. And I switch them up. It's not.
This is where it gets quite interesting. If we simplify by calling the first part of the song A and the second part of the song B, we can create an arrangement where we're simply going A, B, A, B, A.
I love this
B,
little tune.
and repeating this. However, if you have a friend who can also play the guitar or who you can show this tutorial to, they can learn it, but start on part B. So whilst one guitarist is playing part A, the second guitarist
Gonna throw this in the chat, man.
And then the 2 roles reverse. So the second guitarist will be playing part A and the first guitarist will be playing part B.
This is what we're playing.
And this is how we create a duet. Don't worry if you haven't got a friend who plays the guitar or you're just not confident enough to play with someone yet. What I'll do is record one part at the end of this video at various speeds. That way you can practice with another guitar and see how you get on.
A, B, A, B, A, B, A,
Before
B, A,
you try
B.
that, however, here's how the tune would sound with both guitars at the speed we've been learning it. After that, you'll hear how it would sound with both guitars at a faster speed. If you've got reasonable
Here we go. It's the same thing, but he's using different fingering for the A sus, right? Those nails.
Here the tune is again much quicker. You'll notice in the
Oh wow, that is much quicker. That's the D. This is the A sus. These are the A's. This is an open E. This is a D. Well, that's the E, right? Good shit. Okay, let's freeze that there. Oh, right. Here's the thing. Another thing about this. If I put something in the chat here, it won't show up in all the other chat, which makes me crazy. That's not there. We're going over here. Okay. Oops. All right. Hold on. All right. We're going to go over here and we're going to put this in this chat because this is where I found this information. By all means. See, that's in my Chitty Chat chatter. And this. All right. So we're going to go here. Done. See that? So now that's in all three chats. I had to put it in each chat singularly, which does not make any sense. But that's all right. And there's no picture of my image. I have some. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you want me to tell you? Iced coffee. Oh. Mm. Eviction moratorium. Oh my God. I cannot wait for my fellow American to be living on the street so I can make some money off of that. This society has become just vile, right? I mean, has become. I mean, it's like I just showed you some fucked up shit about the history of the place that nobody wants to acknowledge and hates, some people for bringing it up, ruining the good time. Even as the same sort of goofy nonsense continues on, right? I'm telling you, man, these motorcyclists, I get why people are fucking finding them wrapped around poles. Hey, I'm not fucking around when they come through here with these high speeds. And I'm not a wallflower. I get driving fast and all the cool shit, but man, a motorcycle. I mean, somebody was out there driving like a maniac in the rain a couple of days ago. I think I actually said it on stream. Like, dude, are you trying to take yourself out of the gene pool? Because that is an excellent way to do it on a crotch rocket. Oh, it is Sunday. It is our Sunday. Revel in the greatness that is you on this great fucking day. It's sunny here, but even if it wasn't and it was rainy, and I like rainy days anyway, I'd be telling you, woo, it's hard to go wrong with your weekend. If your weekend is fucked up, you did something wrong in it, right? Did you go to a party and it fucking sucked and I hate Saturday? Well, then you at least got to go to a party. Did you stay home by yourself and have a bad Saturday and Sunday? Then your company, you need to improve on, right? You're sitting home by yourself, not liking you and the environment that you live in. I can't even help you with that. That's a head case on you, right? I'm here alone by myself. Me likes to read me like to read lots. I'm here by myself. I'm not woe is me in it. Don't woe is me it. Just, I like solitude, but if you don't like solitude, go out and make friends. Right? People like making friends. People talk to each other with social. You don't have to be alone if you don't want to be alone. But you should be used to being alone. You shouldn't be afraid to be alone. Um, Having said that, I like being alone, but every now and then you've been alone too long. You need to go back out into the world and re coagulate with the giant mass that is your countrymen, right? Although I don't know if might want to be doing it now, considering COVID is running again. But you know your people. If you're an anti-vaxxer, go hang out with the anti-vax people. If you're vax, go hang with the vax people. The whole point is you need to hang out with people. Um, and don't be alone if you don't want to be, you know. But if you are alone, get good with being alone. Okay, I'll read a book, right? Stop watching so much TV. It tells you all this negative shit anyway. I'll read a book for 20 minutes and then I'll go and the next thing you know, you might read it for like an hour, right? I mean, your evolution is your evolution. But I'm just encouraging you to evolve whichever way you have. I'm not telling you how to evolve, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm encouraging you to evolve in any way you seem to want to grow. That makes sense. This is why the Sunday services count as church. Woo! All right, we're gonna pass the hat around. Hold on. We're gonna pass the hat around. Da-da-da. All right, everyone, please. I'm gonna give you this hat. We're gonna pass it down the aisles, and you put, bits. What is it? What is tithes? Tithes is 3%. Put 3% of all the shit you own in this hat weekly. Is it weekly? What is tithing? Hold on, let's look at this. Because I know you're supposed to give. The Bible says you're supposed to give me money. Really? Jesus said he wants money from everybody when he started this church? Yeah, he told me personally. Why do I feel like I always owe Jesus money when I go to church? This is why people don't go to church. My God. They should really want to love it and help it grow and give. But a lot of these require you give it, and people aren't really tithing. Uh, the practice of tithing, the practice of taking or paying a tithe. Taking or paying the tithes. Okay, you know what we got to do then? Thank you. 1/10 of annual produce or earnings formerly taken as a tax to support of the church and the clergy. 1/10. Let's look at this. That's not 1/10 is if you had $10, you give the church a buck. If you had $100, you give the church $10. If you had $1,000,000, you give the church $100,000. 1/10. It seems greedy to me. 1% should be all you should be giving your church from your yearly gross, not your yearly gross. And your church should be so good that everybody likes to do it. But if no one goes to church, then the church doesn't get any tithes. These churches are just run by so many of them are run by con men. They're such a fucking racket, right? So one where is that story at? The priest gave the girl meth and then raped her. What? Priest Gives girl meth. Oh, good lord! I gotta tell you, my typing ability. Priest 5. Priest gives. Texas minister accused of giving teen meth and raping her 5 days ago. I mean, people just leave their kids with anybody. There's your problem. Priest gets 65 months of drugging. Look at him sitting up there with his collar. He looks sketchy as fuck. It's so vile. It really is so vile. Here we go. Connecticut priest accused of drug dealing, having sex with church. What is this? Having church with church of re what? Having sex in church rectory. Yeah, people suck. How you a preacher? How does anything you ever stood for stand up? You know what I'm saying? Um, how do the people who brought you in not have to call to account that you let a demon into the church? No one is called to account for any of this shit. Raping her at church. All right. The Texas minister, 15-year-old girl, Brian Pounds, 45. There you go. And I don't understand why all the black dudes get a picture when they do some shit. I'm about to say. Some people do not. Arlington firefighter accidentally asphyxiated in Cancun window. This is not even the story associated with this article. Why is he here? Do we have to click on his picture to see a totally different person? Is this Facebook? Oh, leave me alone, Facebook. You fucking suck. All right, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. What passes for journalism is not journalism anymore. So yeah, let's get into it. We know that the world around us is full of slick and shady and shitty people, quite frankly. You have to be on guard for it, but you don't have to be paranoid about them being around every corner, right? You do need friends and people to talk this over with and know what's going on with the community. But like, I'll tell you that the paranoia that happens with black people would be nobody would be going to church, right? All those like, but that's not the way it works with this. People will still go to that church, right? Still give that church money. Won't have an honest accounting of what the hell just happened here. Why was he in this church? You should be able to leave your 15-year alone with a preacher, a minister, a rabbi, imam, right? You should be. Can you really? I've been called into my preacher's office and had a lecture about. Here we go. Please check your connection. Now we got to see if we're streaming to everybody because it's saying. All right, let's check here. Am I streaming? Am I streaming? Oh boy. Okay, so apparently we're still streaming. But man, this streamer is making me fucking crazy. Well, how much stuff do I have open here? I just have this. Hold it. All right, I have this open. I guess this is a searcher. It's not doing anything. And I have, oh boy, look at this. This is really ridiculous. Okay, and we'll churn this. See, man, it might not be worth doing it here. Because here's the thing. If I do this on Twitch, right, they have chatting, that's fine. But I really like the game on Twitch. But if I do this on YouTube, which is just being streamed to YouTube, I hate to say it, but the YouTube audience in the chats can be a problem. I think Twitter, not Twitter, Twitch has damn near perfected it, right? Most people come through, they sign up. If they get ridiculous, you can ban them. But people come through and see you often enough that there's a feeling that you're friends. And people don't want to be an asshole to their friends, right? So you sort of become like this little like group on Twitch. That's not really what you do on YouTube. YouTube is trying to do that, but YouTube, random people that show up and are assholes. So there's millions of assholes in the world. You got to ban him, but you got to ban the next guy. Then you got to ban the next guy. Twitch has definitely a better system, super better system. So I would do this on Twitch, and then I would just save it, and then download it to my YouTube channel versus streaming to both of them. But like the picture goes wonky, you don't know if you're streaming. Beta Schmeda. There's all these kind of things. Top, I tell you two of them right now, and I'm like, what does that mean? So I am a top poster because I post a lot, twice a day for like 2 hours here and 3 hours there. So that makes sense. But when you click on it, it doesn't say what that requires. And other people have VIP, and I click on their VIP and it doesn't say anything. So what is the standard for some of this stuff? Especially like in your restreamer. I don't know. Whatever the problem is, it's not on my side. So I can sort of take my grand idea of guitar learning, which I'm sure had never, ever entered the mind of anyone else, not even all these great guitarists. What is the point of an alarm that rings like that and then sinks away? If you miss the first time, you miss the alarm going on. But I do like this cool feature where I was like, it will go up and I'll pick it up and it will get quiet. What the fuck? But if I don't touch it, it rings just as loud as ever. Once you pick it up, it begins to adjust the tone to the alarm. Something which I thought was really fucking cool. My man B.I. Hitting these strings also is like you can hit them like this, right? But when I find that I have trouble hitting some notes, like what's the word I'm looking for? The intensity of which I hit the notes, I'm finding I have issues with. So instead of you hear that? Like I wasn't even hitting this note loudly. Yeah. Or I'm not gonna be up that high with this finger. So yeah, this finger's not loud at all. Okay. That finger is not gonna be helpful. All right. Do we want to try this? It's the first one is this. The second one is right with the sus. The second part of that is no, it's not 1, 1, 3, 2. It's not 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. It's 1, It's 1 3 2 3 1 3 2 3 versus 1 2 3 2 1 2 ah 1 2 3 2 1 2 1 3 2 1 1 3 2 3 1 what it 1 2 3 2 right right and the other one is 3 2 3 1 all right all right so um I don't think I'm having like you would say I'm having a lot of trouble because you are likely like a good guitar player. We're new here. Have we hit 30 days yet? Yeah, have we hit 30 days yet? Have we hit 40 days yet? We're on day 37. 2 days. Knocking them out. Here every day, 7 a.m., 6 p.m., playing guitar and talking loose about politics and all the other nonsensory that inhabits our terrarium. Everything you missed on day 2 in Tokyo. I didn't watch any of that. COVID-19 cases surge nationwide. Vaccine rates plummet from spring. This is the way this works. If you don't get the shot and you die, okay. I wish you wouldn't, but I don't think the government can make you get this shot. I will hope that you were an intelligent fucking person and would get the shot. I had reservations about it, my own personal reservations, and I set a date for when I would get this shot, and that date has come and gone. And I got the shot within, I want to say, 2 weeks of that date because I like to be about my word to myself, right? Lie to everyone else, just don't lie to yourself. Uh, why is this a fucking news story? Host appears to walk on water during final practice in Tokyo. Olympic swimmer Katinka Holden appears to walk. Why is that a fucking story? She obviously did not walk on water. But you wrote 5,000 words on this. I've always said there's too many all news. Now you just make shit up because you've got $1 billion invested in a perpetual news program. So you have to demonize people and make people to worship, and it's always politicians and fucking celebrities. I don't care about your transgender boys. I care about you stopping the fucking murders of random people walking from point A to point B. So in order to stand this up, you got to get this niche group of people and make the story like perpetually about them versus the wide source of all of us who all have a problem, right? And all have the same problem. But since that problem is so big, you don't address it, you don't go near it. You talk about what we can do for this tiny little group, the transgenders, right? I don't care. I need healthcare. I need uh, the police look like seriously monitored, and I need the banks to not rob people. I need not to go broke if I get cancer or any number of ailments in the medical community. That's what I need you to fix. That's the wide group of people who sit here going, what the fuck is wrong with America? You're ignoring all those people to concentrate on this little group of transgender people. Like whatever happens to them affects me, and it's bullshit. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't affect anybody but them. And these are some of the tropes they use. Like, and there's always been something, but then they would just go look at what the blacks are doing, right? And just turn. You're like, but okay. I mean, there's a lot of animus because you're often told who to hate and when to hate them. The new Flash is officially way faster than Superman, which made sense to me. Superman is overpowered. He's not a fun character. He's this god character who's boring. And then he done. I mean, if he was really, if there was a being like that, he'd be a problem for everybody. can't believe Legends of Tomorrow is still on TV. I think I've seen one episode of that stuff, and I love comic books. But there's just been so many comic books all over the place. I'm officially just done. I'm done. How much of a thing can you take? No matter what the good, I said this before on the show, no matter what the good, great thing is that you want, whether it's a person and that person in a giant house and that person in a giant house with the best kids and the best dog and the best car, eventually you're going to get tired of all that shit and you're going to want something else because that's the way people work. And I don't know when, that might be a year, it might be 6 months. I think for me, would probably likely be, I would get tired of it in about the 4 month mark because I don't get tired of shit fast, but the first lady plays a key role in her husband pomp-free presidency. See how they pomp-free? What does that mean? No, no, you know what I mean? He's not doing anything, so there isn't any pomp. He's just they're both scuzzy fucking people. I'm not a fan of either one of them. They do nothing. Kanye West. I heard he got all this hate for his Donda album. Stop the steal. These people are fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I kind of don't care about Jennifer Lopez and who she's dating. The fucking list of people. Oh, it was like Maggie Gyllenhaal. Bitcoin, boy. People are making cash on Bitcoin. Anyway, how to share your Wi Fi password. You don't need to share your Wi Fi password. You just need to sign people into your Wi Fi. Emmett Till would have been 80 today. Just talk about this shit forever. You never actually do anything about it. 5 dead, 1 critical after Quahog head on crash. Please don't drink and drive, people. Please pay attention. And it's more likely to be drinking and driving if people are late. And watch out because you might be fine, but other people might be out here being ridiculous on the road. Giant houses billionaires are buying, famous people who died, a lot of TV show advertisements. It's like all the content they find is inconsequential to like your daily being. Con Yizzy. Con Yizzle. Look, if you don't have a movie, we'll just be on TV being a soap opera for people. It's just so many people on TV who should not be on TV. Because they give you this so they don't have to tell you what the fuck is actually going on in the world. So they buried the Haitian president. No American. Did any Americans go? Do we want to even look it up? He's the head of state. The president should have went. If he couldn't make it, then the vice president should have went. Nobody went. This really is just ridiculous. Who went to the Haitian Prez funeral? Oh my God, that's horrible. Ugh. I really need to fucking work on my Haitian host film for Saturday president. 10th funeral of Haitian leader, Haitian president, hometown, da 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 da. Who went though? Who was in attendance? Haitian funeral. Dignitaries. Nope. See? U.S. delegation cut Haitian trip short after gunshots reported. Okay, so who was in the U.S. delegation? Haitian same president funeral marked by. Who was? I want to know who was there. I want to know who was there. The delegation of our U.S. ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas Greenfield, was forced to return early due to unrest. Thomas Greenfield was able to meet with Haitian leaders at the funeral, including newly sworn in prime minister. Well, okay, so you're telling me this, but normally there are pictures. There are no pictures? Good Lord. When I heard he was shot, I was like, oh man. And then they said he was tortured. I was like, who tortured somebody? You run in there, you kill your target, you get the fuck out. Who's got time to torture him? Apparently, they broke his arm and gouged out his eye, and then shot him 12 times. Or shot him 12 times, then broke his arm and gouged out his eye. Why would you do that after he's dead? Yeah, these dudes are going to go to Haitian prison. That's just going to be the end of them. It's an island. It's not even an island. It's a half an island. The other half is Saint Domingo, which is the Dominican Republic. And they're all racist as fuck toward the Haitians. Man, America did a job on all black countries. Not all America, like the Europeans and America did a job on like all of Africa, Haiti, the people wherever they are. It really is. The U.S. delegation that attended funeral on Fridays on Friday is safe and returned to U.S. fine. Okay, but who were they? The delegation led by the U.S. ambassador to the UN. So she was the highest ranking official, the U.S. ambassador to the UN. Oh my God. I don't even know who this fucking useless person is. Linda Thomas Greenfield. Let's look you up. Ah, there you go. Another functionary. We need black people. Let's stick them all over the place. So many useless black people in the Democratic Party. It's like a coon festival. I'm just done. They don't do anything but show up and talk about there is no racism here because I'm on staff, right? I mean, do some honest shit and fix the problems. Thomas Green, Baker, Louisiana, okay, another functionary in a land where people are fucking being murdered off. It looks better that your functionaries look like the people that you're fucking disrespecting. Ambassador to UN. Regretted giving a speech with back Confucius Institute in 29 when she was working for a private consulting firm. Yeah, another fucking bullshit person. She largely agreed with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee on International Policies, raising concerns about China malign force and tactics in Africa and beyond. Yeah, she's another functionary. Is a non-resident fellow at Georgetown. What the hell does that even mean? A non-resident fellow means, well, we'll give you fellow, but we're not going to give you a fucking office. We're not going to give you tenure. You just, and we'll give you a small stipend for the honor of having the title. Oh boy, here we go. Non-resident fellow. What does resident fellow mean? Come on, TV. Screen. Okay, do we have to do this again? Maybe close this. And while that nonsense is going on, we're going to check. Come on, man. I got to tell you, I am not really happy about this restreamer. This restreamer is sort of goofy. Oh man, I think is the feed still up? Oh boy. This is what I'm talking about. I don't even know if I'm still. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you have it. It says I'm running on 2 places, but it also says I'm fucking offline on both of those places. This streamer is just all sorts of problematic. I think that's the stream because we can't confirm, because I went over and looked and we can't confirm that we're running any place.